Hey guys, this is Brick Legacy 98 with a review on a LEGO Monster Fighter set 9467, the Ghost Train. Set contains 714 pieces, contains 5 minifigures, 3 of which are ghosts, and retails for $79.99. So let's take a look at the box. It's a pretty big box. You get your ghost minifigures, Frank, Rock, and Ann Lee, and that's just what the ghost looks like. And then you see that there are flick fire missiles on the plane it comes with. It comes with 2 vehicles, a actually pretty decently sized plane, and then of course the ghost train. And then it shows you the fire in the ghost train, the engine, and then you get this comic that's on all the Monster Fighters boxes. It shows you the ghost glow-in-the-dark pieces, which I believe this set actually comes with the most glow-in-the-dark pieces of any set. Then you see the railing moves, and then there's a jail on board the train. And then if you see the ghosts, they are playing with Ann Lee's crossbow. That's never good. And then it shows how when you move the train, the bat wings, they swing. Okay, let's take a look at the manuals. This is book 1. You do get 2 manuals. The first one is pretty thick. Second one is actually pretty thin. In the first book, you get 29 steps of building and 71 pages of building. And then you move on to book 2. Which has all the pictures in the back, the game, the pieces, and this does come with a brick separator. Shows all the functions. You only get 22 pages of building. So like I said, it's a small book. Okay. Now, let's move on to the minifigures. I'll start with the heroes. So we'll do Ann Lee first. Ann Lee, she has that arrow in her hair, and she comes with a crossbow. But she has the same hair as the cave woman. And now what I'm kind of disappointed about, she does have the double-sided face, is that she does not come with a witch's broom in any set, but it says she's a master of broom jitsu or something like that. So, and then you see she has this tight girdle around her body, and then you see she has some wooden stakes and some garlic. Okay, now the second hero, you get Frank Rock, and he's got the 2 pistols, and then he has the same hair as the mechanic minifig, kind of that Elvis looking hair, and then you see this face, sunglasses, and then his other face. He looks very beat up and angry. And then front printing, you see he has no sleeves. He's supposed to be 17 years old. There we go. He's got the jacket. I don't know what's strapped to his leg right there, but then right there is a chain. If you guys can see that. And then on the back, you just see more of his jacket. Okay, now I'm not going to show you all the ghosts because they're identical, but this is the ghost. And this is what they look like underneath. They're just a white body with a black head. And now, they glow in the dark extremely well. So I would like to show you what they look like when they are glowing in the dark. Just how well. Now that one's not really glowing, but this one is. And you can just see how well they do glow. So the ghosts are extremely cool minifigs. Now let's move on to the vehicles. First vehicle you get is Ann Lee's plane. And this plane is pretty big. There's a minifigure without his hair. You get this nice propeller on the front. It does spin, my hand just got in the way. With these pieces here, kind of like the engine. And then you get 6 pistols with it because you get 3 on each side. And then you get landing gear. It does not retract. It's solid. Oops, sorry about that. And then you get this fin. It's just so big it bumps my camera even. And then you get this barrel, which is actually connected to these tubes that goes over to these vacuums and it sucks up the ghosts. And that's actually built in a really cool way. So here are the missiles. You get 4 of them, 2 on each side. And then in the cockpit you have this little lever right there. And this is actually made of 2 bucket barrel things put together. So that's basically the plane. I don't get why they have Ann Lee driving, or Frank Rock driving it, because Ann Lee's a pilot. But that's just my little input on that. Now let's move on to the ghost train. It's so big I'm gonna have to go from section to section. The first section is obviously the biggest. They just come off by that ball joint connection. And the first section has got 4 wheels on each side. And then underneath you can see these ones are connected by metal rods. And these ones are brick built. And this tube right here that goes over to this creepy face on the front, that is connected by circular, those tube pieces, connectors, I don't know what they're called. And then you get this flame on top that does the middle section, that kind of goopy stuff in there, glows in the dark. And then you get this bell, which does not move unless you remove this little green stud in there. If you remove that, the bell will ring. And then let's take a look at this moonstone. The blue moonstone has the power to make you untouchable. You can go through walls and stuff. Just has a nice ghost on it. And then one of my annoyances with this set is this moves a lot on each side, and it's really annoying. But then this roof comes off easy. It's just connected to those studs. These poles glow in the dark, which when you have a ghost in there like that, it looks really cool because everything's glowing and it looks like the cockpit's just glowing. But in there, if you saw the comic in the Lego Club magazine, this is supposed to be an emergency brake. And then when you open this up, you see the fire inside. So that's basically the front engine, the main part. Oh, it has a cow catcher on the front, as most trains, or at least all trains should. And then you get 2 of these. I'm only going to show you one. This is the cart the ghost rides, and this moves kind of like a roller coaster. These cones glow in the dark. And you get this bone on the back, and then the bat wing thing function is not the greatest in the world. See how this one's not even moving, because if it's off center just a little bit, it will not move. And they don't really move in sync. So, not my favorite of the functions. Then you just get another one, and then here's the jail. And all of these cones up here do move. Let me get this out of the way. And these doors are connected in 4 spots by those 4 arm pieces, which makes it very kind of difficult to open. But once you open all the doors, there's not a lot of room in there, but obviously enough for a minifig, which is all I really need. And then there's room for a minifig to stand up here, which is nice because none of the other carts have room to stand on. So, all in all, the ghost train, it's very hard to carry because of all the sections. And it is, I mean, and these move, I'm just listing cons. The bell, you have to remove a piece to make it move. It's just, yeah, the batwing function doesn't work. I think they could have done better, but now I'll say the cons. You get this really nice just front engine piece. The way it's built, I mean, that's not a sticker. There are no stickers in this set. And I mean, the moonstone's nice. It's big, definitely big. But that you get a lot of glow in the dark pieces, which is fun. But all in all, 8 out of 10. I mean, I don't mean to say, get this set. I mean, it's good. 8 out of 10 is not bad at all. I'm just saying, like, if you had to choose between this and maybe the zombies and something else, because this is $80. I mean, and I kind of thought it would be 70, but the zombies is probably my only 10 out of 10. But with this set, I mean, you know, I would say get it, but get the other sets first. So, this has been Brick Legacy 98 with another Monster Fighters review. Thanks for watching.